Hi everyone, it's Desiree, and today we are going to create a card featuring stamps by Rubber Stamp Tapestry, and it is their peg stamps. These come in sets, or you can buy them individually. These may be small, but they pack a huge punch. So I'm going to create a little tiny scene. So even though they're tiny, we can still mask them, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. The set that I'm using is called Country Bouquet, and it comes with 3 peg stamps. This main one here, of course, is resembling a mason jar, and I stamped that 3 times. Again, masking the center so that that one can be towards the front if I overlapped, and give the illusion that the other 2 are back. I'm going to be using my Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated inks and stamped those so that I could pull in a brush with some water and move that ink around. The Positively Saturated inks are water reactive, and the ink pads are with foam, and I do like a foam ink pad for my stamping. You can see I'm just blending this out, not being too particular, not using a lot of water, just using very little, just to get that look of a glass. I'm going to pull in 2 shades of green, and I'm just going to be stamping these. Now, what's great with the peg stamps, when you overlap these stamps, I think it just adds to their uniqueness and elegance. It doesn't look, you know, where you go, oh no, I ruined my card. No, it makes these come to life. Now, I didn't wait until my mason jars were completely dry. They were still just a little bit damp. Again, I didn't use a lot of water, used just enough to move it. So what's really cool is when I come over with that green, it's bleeding into the glasses, and whenever you have glass, you always have a reflection of what it's holding, especially in flowers. So I thought that was a nice little yay. I'm going to come in with some other colors for the flowers and just having fun putting them around. So we've just got this huge bouquet of flowers sitting on top of the mason jars. Now you could add lines, stems into the jars if you wanted to. I chose not to. I'm going to trim my panel down so that my image is in the middle as best as we can. And I'm going to use a piece of iridescent mirror cardstock. And I'm going to cut out the center because I hoard it. Yes, absolutely. And I finally got used to that. You know, I did so many videos where I wasn't doing that. And my awesome followers were like, Des, you forgot to cut out the center of the cardstock again. I'm like, okay, yeah, I did. So now it is finally second habit. So I thank you to my followers. I'm going to use some double-sided tape, put my panel down, and what I stamped on was Canson XL watercolor. I'm sorry, I don't believe I said that in the beginning. I'm going to use my double-sided tape again to put this panel down onto my standard A2 size card base. Which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is going to be a side folding card base. So I'm going to place that right in the center. I think the mirror cardstock just really pulls out. Of course, I've got to throw my card across the table, and we're going to place that panel down. And the final mat, the light blue, is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So it will, as you can see, cover the entire card base. I'm going to grab one of those pre-made sentiments that I have in my stash. This one is by Simon Says Stamp. I'm going to use some double-sided foam strips so that I can place that just below the image, just to give it just a little bit of dimension. So a nice, bold sentiment. And then I'm going to come in with my iridescent sequins. I know we haven't seen them in a while. You know, I'm totally in, and I've been doing this for a while, but just cleaning out the room and rearranging and just getting a little bit more organized. It's gotten way out of hand And pretty soon the room is going to flip. So furniture is going to be moved. Yes, I will have a video when I show it. The before and after. So I'm finding things, and I love my iridescent sequins. So I hope you enjoyed today's card. Again, peg stamps. They are small, but boy, they are mighty when they help you to create your cards, tags, borders, frames, whatever it is you're looking for. As always, the products that I used will be listed down below in the video description. If I should miss something, please make sure you reach out to me in the comments, and I'll make sure I get back to you as soon as I can. And by all means, any questions that you may have, make sure you leave those down below as well. If you haven't yet, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, so that you will know, and ring the bell. You should be notified when the next video does go live. I hope everyone is having a great day, and thank you so much for spending this little bit of time with me today, watching the video. But enjoy creating your art. Hopefully I gave you some ideas for anything that you may have in your stash. But always remember what is most important to me. Always, guys, always be creative. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.